Hey Goldberg, your nipples are next. Welcome back to Fog Wrestling, June 16th, 2025. Raw review. Injuries, returns. I mean, who looked more decrepit?
Tell you what, Goldberg's nipples didn't look perky tonight.
No, they didn't. Well, I was gonna say who looked more injury prone here, Liv Morgan or Goldberg? I mean, Goldberg came out with a limp. Liv ended with a dislocated shoulder, but I mean, what is going on with Bill?
Oh no, Bill looked dead, but a couple of you guys in our
Kill Bill.
couple of you guys in our comments will not be looking dead because we're going to be dishing out a few super chat. No, you guys dish out the super chats. We'll dish out the memberships. That's how it works.
That's
Membership, buddy. So, anyway.
Give you a taste of what you could have.
Right. Yeah.
For a month trial for some people out there.
Right.
That's what we're talking about. But I tell you what, let's get into it. We had Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio kiss the again. Think of the great starts to Monday Night Raw of yesteryear.
This wasn't one of them.
No.
Tell you that.
Liv wasn't one of them. Absolutely. Just
Now we do see Liv again multiple times throughout the night, but for Io Sky it was one and done. The Women's World Champion came out, mustered a few English words together, and that was the last we seen her.
yeah, this was crap, man. It was cringe. Oh, Io, you could give me a belt, and Io's like, no.
Aye, so Liv comes out with Dominic, basically wants a shot at the title. Io comes out, Liv says, pretty much, you know I'm going to beat you. I've beaten you more than anyone else in this company. Just make it easy. Hand me the belt. He was like, you want the belt? You want belt? Then he considers it. And she goes, you have to earn belt. And Liv's like, nah, I don't earn it because I'm going to win anyway. And just, let's not make it hard on yourself. Just give me the belt. So,
I'm going to end the fucking show.
Io's like, oh, I give you title belt. Okay, Liv, here, take the belt. And she gives her the belt, chucks it at her. Liv catches it. Then Io hits Liv with like a double drop kick, then kicks her in the head. Liv rolls out the ring, and then Dominic bends down to check if Liv's okay, and then he gets kicked in the back of the head as well. And commented, oh, look, Dom got caught in the firing. It's like, I mean, what? Bullshit. Crap. So Liv and Dominic take off, and Io standing there with her belt doing the whole head shake thing, and Dominic and Liv, they walk to the back. I mean, what was the point of Dominic even being out there? I did try and speak a couple of times just to get cut off by
What was the point of this segment, man? I miss the days where the start of the show set the tone for the show.
The start of the show needs to have stars on it.
Yep.
Or like a very quick match. Or a really important match.
Like, look at Liv Morgan's contribution to this show, right? A shite opening and then dislocating her shoulder 10 seconds into a match. That can't be helped, right? That's an injury.
And a backstage promo in the clubhouse where, all I said about the better.
Aye, honestly, folks, man, just a shite start to Raw. And it's not just the sake of burying these two for the sake of burying them, but could you think of a less fucking uninteresting way?
Now, Liv's going to have to earn it. When is she going to get a title shot? Is she going to get a title shot? Everyone else just comes out and asks for one and they get one.
Yeah.
But Liv needs to earn it for some reason. What that reason is, we don't really know. But anyway, that was it. They go to the back, and then we get the first match of the night.
It's just a bit generic though, isn't it? Oh, just give me the belt because we know I'd beat you. How many times we heard that?
Lame. First match then. Asuka, Stephanie Fakir, Raquel Rodriguez, and Ivy Nile in a first round. It doesn't sit right. Hit first round and then you're straight into the semis. Call it what it is then. It's the fucking quarterfinals, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it is the quarterfinals, and let me tell you something, brother. See Asuka, right? You can take all the colour out of her, but that doesn't change her, man. After the match, she just cuts to say, nobody is ready for Asuka.
Nobody ready for Asuka. I mean, fuck.
Fakir,
Really?
Fakir bounces her arse about. Raquel Rodriguez gets rip-tied by Rhea Ripley. Michael Cole, rip-tied.
Yeah, like you said, at least Corey Graves is trying to give us a wee bit of information here. She's getting revenge after last week.
She doesn't forget.
She doesn't forgive.
She doesn't forgive, but she definitely also doesn't forgive. And it's like, you know what, man? at least Corey Graves is trying. Michael Cole just screams like unintelligent fucking words. I know it's a finisher, right? But we know it's a finisher.
Yep, and then that was it really. Ivan L never winning this, and honestly, it was awkward. Stephanie Fakir came out. They then cut to a commercial break, and they just showed you her standing in the ring for like over a minute. Then Ivan L comes out. Chad Gable cuts a promo, says nothing really, and that's his only contribution to the show. And we don't even get to see it because if you don't watch the breaks, then that's them gone. And then we got another 2 commercial breaks during the match. It's like, really? Free that to me that's a sign this went on far too long.
No, it did go on very long, and I mean, you should not be having free ads, man, during a match, and also we talked about this during Raw. Who are the ads for? Who gets ads when it just shows you the match?
Yeah, I understand it. USA Network with SmackDown, CW with NXT. They have to have ads for shows that are currently, still on a network. But with Raw is exclusively on Netflix, as far as I'm aware. On like what are the ads for? What is happening? Especially considering every time you get an ad, we get 3 minutes of the show basically continuing. So what are the ads for? It says we'll be back in 2:59, but they don't go anywhere. So what are they coming back from? I don't understand it. Somebody break it down.
The only thing I can think of is that in America and maybe certain other countries they get ads.
American ads.
Aye, but we don't. But then I can't imagine that. So if you're American and you're listening to this Raw review, tell us what happens when it goes to ads.
Because I mean, Americans, I believe, didn't used to get. Remember that SmackDown shit you get, the loading screens.
Aye.
Now I think they've done away with that. It's been a while since we've seen them.
Yeah, but sure, that's on USA Network.
Although it's been a while since I watched SmackDown, maybe they're still there.
No, but it's because that's on the USA Network.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, they don't get that. Do we still get it?
Yeah.
Do we?
We got them on Friday.
Oh.
Well, I got them on Friday.
Well, maybe when people watching Raw in America, maybe they just get like normal American ads. Maybe Netflix show you American ads. I don't know.
Maybe, but for either
or
way.
do they promote all this shit that's on Netflix?
I mean, it could be that. Why don't we get that though?
Oh, here's an upcoming movie that's coming out, or
Yo.
TV series. Like,
honestly, man, see the 3-minute breaks you get where they just slow the pace down and the crowd dies and
you would rather a commercial break?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's one reason we're never going to get another good match on TV unless it's quick, and they don't do quick matches anymore. But what was the last match on TV that didn't have a commercial break during it? This one had 2, and it had 3 if you count the one that happened during the entrances. But I just don't think that, because a break wouldn't necessarily ruin the match, in my opinion, back in the day, because it actually, like, at fans, you could argue that what they do basically during the break anyway is slow the pacing of the match down.
The only thing I can think of with the ads again, is that in the reruns they get cut out.
Maybe, I don't know, but it's very strange.
And what I would say is, it would be much more enjoyable actually watching this not live, but they should not produce a show like that.
Aye,
it's supposed to be must watch. Why the fuck should the show be better on rewatch?
Right.
Or not watching it live? It should be must watch.
Right. Anyway, speaking of must watch, we're in the clubhouse of the Judgment Day. Liv Morgan wants to talk strategy, but Raquel is hurt. She doesn't want to talk strategy. She's got ice. You got Liv. You got Roxanne Perez standing there like a mute, not saying anything for whatever reason. Liv's a bit annoyed, so she walks off since Raquel's not playing ball. We then have Dominic and Finn and JD. JD's got a match with AJ tonight. He says that he'll take care of AJ tonight, and then next week him and Finn can focus back on the tag division. Finn says, "You're right. I'll come out and I'll be in your corner. I'll watch your back for the AJ match." And then we get Dominic's like, "Actually, that's not a good idea because last week you were supposed to take care of AJ and you didn't." Finn then looks at Dominic as if he's going to explode, and he goes, "You're right, actually, I didn't take care of him. I'll stay in the back. Why don't you go out and watch him?" And then that's pretty much it. Then Dominic and JD leave, and then Finn says something to Raquel. Nothing didn't really catch it. And then he takes Roxanne under his wing, and they leave, and Raquel's left there on her own. just a dead fucking segment, really, wasn't it? Nothing interesting happened here.
It was, and it's just this whole AJ Styles thing. It's like, why are they making such a big deal at AJ Styles? Like, oh, once we pin AJ Styles, all our problems will be erased. He's not a champion, right? He's not. I mean, it's not like AJ Styles is going around butchering members of the Judgment Day. He's just wrestling them and beating them, and there's no fucking story. It's crap.
Agreed, but before we just want to mention something here, Stevie Richards, do you not think that Shawn Michaels getting an 80 overall in SmackDown vs. Raw was extremely low?
That's Here Comes the Pain.
Well, here comes the pain.
I don't know what's worse, Stevie Richards being 63 or Michaels being 80.
Let us know, guys, down below. What's more disrespectful, Steven Richards getting a 63 overall or Michaels getting an 80?
I think 63 is a fucking disgrace. But then when you see Shawn Michaels is 80, it almost warrants or justifies Richards 63.
Yeah. Anyway, here comes the pain. What a game.
Yes.
What a fucking game. Take me back. Anyway, up next we get
Here comes the pain. It's good for your nipples, Goldberg. I put you in front of your family, man. Gunther fucking sucks, man.
Aye.
Hey, honestly,
Jay may have been the better man at WrestleMania, but I've been the better man at every match since.
every match since you had one, you stupid fucking Austrian prick.
Jay's nipples may have been harder at Mania, but my nipples are rock solid tonight. And then speaking of a man that was moving like he was rock solid, Goldberg comes out. So, I mean, why not have Gunther not mention Goldberg at all?
Yeah.
He mentions Goldberg and then it's like a genie, he just casts him or whatever. It's like, whatever happened to the element of surprise in pro fucking wrestling? Why is it completely gone?
No, it's deep.
I don't believe Goldberg was promoted for tonight's show.
He wasn't, no.
So why the fuck is Gunther talking about Goldberg in his promo? Making it pretty obvious that Goldberg's going to commit.
I know.
What happened to surprises? I don't under. Goldberg comes out. Now, he's walking very straight. He's walking very stiff, right? His legs he doesn't look steady.
It's a limp.
He's limping.
You can call it stiff leg, but it's a limp.
Stiff leg, limp, unsteady. By the time he gets to the ring, the sweat is pissing off him. Goldberg does not look good. And you're thinking, how the fuck is this guy supposed to have a match? By the way, SmackDown vs. Raw, Stevie Richards has got a 77 overall. 3 off Shawn Michaels.
What one's that? That's 2006, isn't it?
I think it's the first one.
No, I think it's 2006.
Either way, I mean, he's bloody.
Nah, it's definitely 2006.
Anyway, right, he's 77 overall, that's a lot. Anyway, so...
I think fucking Goldberg's 77 years of age.
Yeah, Goldberg comes out, says, you talk about my family. So first he congratulates him, then says, you talk about my family, I'm going to end it. He says something along the lines of, you're on or something, because you're next. And it's like, really? So, that's it. Gunther, Goldberg. Goldberg just says, you're next, and that's it. He's getting a title match. Goldberg walks off. Gunther walks off. We come back through the break, and the commentary team make it official. Oh, it's official. Don't know who made it official. Adam Pearce not here tonight for whatever reason. Maybe he's too busy chasing down Roxanne Perez's stalker. I don't know there, buddy. But Nick Aldis was backstage and he cut some shite promos, so good for him. But this is a world title match, and once again, ranted on it a couple of days ago, but holy shit, we're in another situation where somebody comes out, asks for a world title shot, and they fucking get it. They get it. But Liv Morgan didn't get hers at the beginning of the night. Maybe she should have just asked for a title shot instead of asking for the belt. But how unimportant. I mean, on a show that you've got King of the Ring matches where people having to jump through hoops in order to earn a title shot, you've got Goldberg coming back. Goldberg has not wrestled in years. Goldberg who's washed up and can barely fucking walk. Why, logically, is this guy coming out and just saying, you're going to be defending that belt against me?
Yeah.
If it's that easy, why is every legend not doing it?
Yeah. No, honestly, you're right, and it's fucking lazy, right? It would be absolutely
My
fucking...
name's Jamie Noble. See the next time Jamie Noble comes out to separate one of these big brawls that they do fucking 10 times a show, why doesn't he just rip the tie off, take off the suit, and turn around to the champion? Next week, you're going to be defending that against me. Because my name's Jamie Noble. I mean, everyone else can do it.
You know what they should have did?
I mean, everyone else can do it.
They should have had Goldberg just cost Gunther the title last week.
Yeah,
and just have a one-on-one match.
Yeah, or what would be wrong with having a battle royal tonight to determine the number one contender?
I'll tell you what's wrong. Does Goldberg look like he's doing a battle royal?
Or gauntlet then? I don't fucking know, and he can be the last guy in it.
A fucking gauntlet.
Hold on, every
What chance him doing a fucking battle royal?
Anyway, I don't know, but I just crap again, isn't it? Just comes out, asks for a title shot, gets it. Same thing Randy Orton did.
No, but there's
Same
no,
thing
there's no,
CM
there's
Punk
no,
did.
there's no
Same
pushback.
thing Gunther did.
There's no Adam. Well, I mean, RPS wasn't here tonight, but there's no like authority figure saying. There's no fight back for Gunther saying, "Well, you're not getting it, Bill. You don't make matches around here." But then there's no like authority figure coming out and like, "I will." He doesn't make them, but I do. And you know what? Bill Goldberg having one last match in his home state, his home city. That sounds like good business.
Hold on,
to
no,
me.
we did have a authority figure, but he was just backstage. I don't know, wiping his arse. Nick Aldis was backstage on the phone.
It's just crap, man.
Also, fadeaway media put up an image at the start of the show when you've got your generic shite with the people entering. Oh, look, there's Giuso. What's he doing? Stephanie Fakir's backstage on the phone, and he's got the image. He's like, "Who's Stephanie Fakir talking to?" Question mark with the eyes looking as if, "Oh, what's this happening?" It's Triple H cooking some major stuff. No, it's just a generic intro where the show are pretending to be on the phone because they've got nothing. They've got no other good way to start the show.
Bad Blood, right, was the 5th of October 2024, right? And Goldberg, Brett, and Gunther, that started a couple of weeks prior on that Raw with Brett.
8 months ago? Gives a shit, move on.
Hold on. Yeah, literally like eight months ago, right? And this is the best that Triple H has came up with in 8 months. Just Goldberg comes out. There's no story. There's no like Gunther going to Atlanta, Georgia, fucking breaking down Goldberg's house, door, mansion, you name it. There's it's fucking lazy as fuck, man. Is what it is.
Well, why can't Gunther even issue an open challenge and have Goldberg, and then that way he wasn't expecting Goldberg to be the man that.
Yeah.
Just having Goldberg come out and challenge him, and then Gunther's acting like he doesn't want it. It's like, well, if you don't want it, just say no.
And then Jey Uso, right? That absolute moonbeam, that windy licker, that retard is out dancing tonight.
He's eating.
Well, why didn't he ask? Why is he sitting there dancing like a goofball when he lost the world title?
Imagine Austin losing the world title back in the day and he comes out eating.
Yeah. No,
not that Austin would ever eat in the first place because he's fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, guys.
Anyway, second match. It's weird to think this was only the second match because it felt like we were long into the show.
Goldberg Gunther's going to be a fucking disaster, folks.
Oh, I'll be like a 4-minute special.
Is Goldberg picking up Gunther?
I mean, he could barely fucking stand up. So,
honestly,
in that moment where he went to the middle rope to like taunt, I mean, Jesus Christ, I thought he was gonna. I didn't think he shouldn't have been on the middle rope.
I can't believe I'm saying it. They should have did for your satellite. Because at least he wouldn't have had to fucking use his legs.
This is just not compelling TV. How's this entertaining? Oh, don't insult our intelligence. Goldberg barely walks to the fucking ring and say, "You're next," and he's got a title shot.
Yeah.
What is it with people just demand? Not even demanding. They just say, "I'm the new number one contender." By the way, it's my I'm the one get. How are world titles supposed to feel fucking important when they're not earned? When people just come out, I want that one, you know, and they get it. They fucking get it. You know, it's like what is going on here? This is some of the worst shit we've ever had.
Seeing that, I can't think back in the day, man, where somebody just came out and they got a title shot like this.
And it's heels. Why is Gunther and Cena and what? Cena wants to ruin wrestling, and what he's accepting title challenges for Randy Orton and Punk, two guys that the fans want to see him wrestle before he leaves. So therefore, he's giving the fans what they want. This doesn't make any fucking. I'm here to ruin wrestling, but I'm going to give you the title matches and the feuds that you want before I go. So you ain't ruining shit. And again, Gunther here. Goldberg, I know the guy's old, right? But they're not portraying him that way. They're still trying to portray Goldberg as fucking Goldberg. Nobody would voluntarily defend their title against Goldberg. I don't give a shit who it. Maybe I say nobody. There's like a few characters in WWE that I think would, but the majority of them would fucking not.
Yeah.
Especially not a heel.
Yeah.
I don't think there's one heel. I cannot think of one fucking heel that would. Even when you think of like Taker, when he was doing his heel shit, or Brock, none of these guys would voluntarily just give Goldberg a title shot. Doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, it doesn't.
Even faces, man. A lot of faces when they want to face Goldberg. It is what it fucking is.
No, it's idiotic, and has it been confirmed that it's for the title?
Right.
That's awful. Right, AJ Styles versus JD. AJ Styles wins. He beats JD Madonna.
Oh,
Judgment Day's
mix-up.
Judgment Day's falling apart. AJ Styles steals the IC title. Are you entertained? I'm not. Right. Alpha Academy are backstage with Sheamus. This is fucking horrific, man. Akira's like, kick his ass, Sheamus. Top of the morning to you, Larry. Starts patting his wee head.
Where's Otis?
Catering. Right,
Speaking of catering, ding dong, hello?
she actually kicked off the promo by saying ding dong, Green Bay. That's fucking rank rotten, man.
See that ding dong, right? I don't know why they make it as if this was great. What actually happened was she came out with this catchphrase and it was fucking so goddamn awful that she was getting the piss ripped out of her, and just because it was so bad, it kind of took over, and then she just thought, well, I'm going to run with it. This ding dong hello is not good.
No, it's not good. This wasn't good. I mean, I would be lying if we listened to this entire fucking segment. I cannot stand these two fucking jobbers. Get them off my television screen.
Release them both.
See Bailey's resting bitch face. Oh my fucking god. Just Snoopy the dog, man.
Aye.
Whatever its name is. The purple hair, the nose ring, just the depressing looking face, man, on it.
Just looks like she should be at an Antifa rally or something like that. I don't know.
Anyway, slap in the face to Bailey, forearm smash. See the United States Championship for the fucking women. It was not designed for two women that are like 40.
No, it's garbage. And again,
Or the IC one, that's what it is.
But this is just because all they want is Grand Slam champion. This is just it's record, it's padding your record at the end of the day. Yeah. I saw that Becky and Bailey realistically shouldn't want anything to do with this fucking belt.
Not totally. No, but like we're watching Ruthless Aggression, right? And they brought back the IC title, and you've got like Booker T, Christian, and Jericho, and guys like that, Van Dam, all going for it, and it's like they're all a bunch of guys that are a bit beneath the the world title feud, right? At that point, but also they're about 30, and the IC title fucking meant something back in the day. It would be fucking idiotic in the Ruthless Aggression era to see like two guys that were like 40 feuding for the fucking IC title that were like considered main offenders. It's just a brain dead decision. It's like, what's the benefit? Why is Lyra Valkyria, who, off the back of that title reign, being pushed to the side for these two?
No, absolutely.
And it makes no fucking sense. Like compare it to like 2002 where Brock wins the IC title. He's feuding with Van Dam for the IC title. But they don't give him it because, like, we're going to give you for the world title. Be like Brock being took out of the IC title picture against Van Dam and just forgotten about it. Flung to the side like fucking Wheezy on Andy's shelf. Idiotic, man. And I don't like Lyra Valkyria, but why is she getting flung to one side for Becky Lynch?
Yeah, but this belt should be to the likes of Lyra Valkyria, and I mean maybe like a Roxanne Perez or something like that. It's like, is that not what this belt is for? Like, people like that.
Yeah. And also, Io Sky is getting buried, man. I don't really like Io Sky. I mean, she's alright in the ring, but in terms of her character, there's fucking nothing.
She got one, is she?
No, she doesn't. But it's like, why is the purpose of the world champion being the middle person in a feud between Liv Morgan and Nikki Bella?
I know she came out, oh, you disrespect me.
Same
and
pitch
Nikki
as the
Bella.
Mania feud.
Well, yeah, what, yes. Why the
nothing's been she won. She won at Mania and
still doesn't get
and
respect.
nothing's the stories. Oh.
Instead of being stuck between Bianca Belair and Rhea, now she's stuck between Liv Morgan and the Bellas.
And it's not like there's a world title feud. It's not like it's a triple threat. Crap, man.
Io must be injured.
No, but not tells me. See, if you're constantly the middleman as the world champion, you're not the world champion. No king has to say he's king.
No, definitely not. I mean,
That's what it is.
in any time in the past you've had that, it's always been like a transitional champion or someone that you just felt, that belt doesn't really
Like the
belong
Miz
there.
at WrestleMania 27.
Yeah. Well,
Like
most people would play middlemen to those two, though. To be fair,
no true star feels the way Io Sky is feeling right now, man. Like the world champ. The world champ should be the world champ.
but see, it's I think it's almost like, well, first of all, they don't want characters, they don't want anything like that. They don't want stories. This is a reality. Everyone has to be themselves. No, Io doesn't need to be herself in terms of character because she's shit, right? She hasn't got a character. What we really do need is, I think, to give Io a chance is have a manager, but I think they'd almost view it as, oh, you're disrespecting Io by pairing her up with somebody. You can't do that. Why can't you do that?
Yeah.
For the benefit of her fucking career.
It's just almost like Io Sky is sent out here because Nikki Bella ain't here tonight.
Pretty much.
And to further the story.
And that's
no, and obviously, which we'll get to.
Well, hold on.
I think the story's
wait,
deep
hold
now.
on. What did you do last week? Apart from say to Nikki Bella, oh, welcome back. Well, you paved the way.
Used as a fucking background character, man.
So last week, she welcomed Nikki Bella backstage and said, Nikki, you paved the way. And that was her only contribution last week. Then this week, comes out to say, oh, you disrespect me and Nikki. And then, I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. It's awful.
That is awful.
I would get a manager, man. Why not? Give her a manager. Someone that can speak.
I'd get an atom bomb, drop it on the fucking show. Anyway, right. Jey Uso backstage promo. Turns around and says that him and Gunther's won each, as far as he's concerned. What about the other fucking 5 matches you lost to him?
They don't count, buddy.
Yo, I see if they do Gunther against Jey Uso at SummerSlam, I'm not watching it. Better things to be doing on a Saturday.
Hold on.
No, actually, it's not even a one night, it's a 2-night now.
I was going to say that match is nowhere near good enough to be for the title at SummerSlam, but it was for the fucking title at Mania. So.
Yeah, but I think it's worse at SummerSlam because it's a game.
It's
like the 7th time.
But here, if it was a good match, you wouldn't care. It's like who was bitching about Rock versus Hogan 2 at No Way Out, or who was saying by the 3rd time Austin and Rock were facing at me, oh, they've already faced each other at Mania, they don't need to do it again. Who was fucking saying that? Or Shawn Michaels, Taker, oh, they've already had a Mania match, you don't need to see a secondary one.
Yeah.
If something's fucking good, then you don't really mind.
But Jey Uso turns
like, look at Benoit. That I think that's a great. You talk about triple threat match. I think that's arguably one of the best there's ever been.
Yep.
Benoit versus Triple H versus Shawn Michaels. Who was bitching about it when you got it at Backlash? Nobody, because you're like, fuck me, it was great. We'll get it again.
Jey Uso said that, I need to win King of the Ring. 4 letters, 1 word. Yeet. Why is he not pissed that Goldberg just came out and asked? Why is he not saying, fuck, why did I enter this when I could have just come out and asked?
Because it's retarded.
It is retarded.
It's like watching Fear the Walking Dead.
Right.
There's no logic or anything behind it.
Nick Aldis points out.
No, but do you not think, like, we good... See wrestlers that are in feuds, and do you not think the good ones face each other like a shitload of times, but no one keeps count?
Yeah.
Because it's fucking good.
Yeah.
Nobody complained about the amount of times that Rock and Austin faced. They didn't.
Yeah. No.
But we're keeping track of the amount of times Gunther versus Jey Uso faced because it's all shite. Yes. We didn't want it once, never mind 6, 7, 8 times. Anyway.
AJ Styles gives the IC title back. Nick Aldis, like, it's official. Then he says that Bayley is official with Becky Lynch.
That's all he's got. Adam Pearce not here. Adam Pearce officially on the lookout for Roxanne Perez and Stalker.
So. And Lyra's like, oh, you're not responding to my text messages there, Bayley. Fucking, I want to play units.
Maybe she didn't know the Irish area code. 035, I think.
What, Dublin?
I don't know.
035?
Could be right.
Fucking...
Anyway, let's move on.
Let's move on.
No, but how can people like Nick Aldis? Boring bastard. He used the word official twice. You can't do that. You can't repeat the same word.
Well, he's shite. And he's shite again. As I used twice.
You just don't do it.
Right, Liv Morgan dislocates her arm 10 seconds into the match against Kairi Sane. Shoulder, whatever.
No, but hold on. Why is he backstage making official matches that don't fucking matter, throwaway matches, but he's nowhere to be seen when Goldberg returns and challenges Gunther. But we get Cole tell us, oh, but when we come back for the it's been made official for Saturday night's main event, Goldberg versus. Is that not the kind of match where the GM should be coming out? Should the GM not be coming out on fucking screen, top of the ramp, and giving us, an update here, or giving us an answer on whether we're getting that match or not?
Yeah.
How's that match get made official off screen, but two jobber matches get actual fucking airtime?
No, it's a disgrace, but Liv Morgan's out injured, so thoughts on that? How long's a dislocated shoulder, do you know? I've suffered one like
just pop it back in, but
I popped man back in.
Again, I don't honestly, I don't really mind mid card titles getting dished out because they're not world titles. World titles should be earned. You should need to win a competition or win a number one contenders match to get a shot at the world title, or it should need to be your rematch, which I think is good. But remember, WWE came out years ago and said, "Oh, we don't do rematches anymore." Like, why not? I think everyone.
But now, like, some people do, some people don't.
Even in boxing, like if you're if you're a good champion, you normally have a rematch clause in there.
We don't do rematches, but if you ask nice enough, you might just get one.
So, like, I'm not going to complain too much, but again, there you go with those two IC title matches. Or maybe you could argue AJ deserves one because he's beat two members of the Judgment Day, or whatever. But what has Bayley done? Been gone.
Yeah.
Been fucking gone. Done nothing. Comes back. IC title shot. And you're right. Look at Lyra Valkyria. She's standing there. Got cheated.
Aye.
As Michael Cole pointed out on commentary. Why is she not getting a match? Why is it no Bayley versus Lyra Valkyria with the winner take it?
What it should be is a title threat.
Aye, but you just here.
That'd be too interesting.
Or you could have had Bayley and Lyra Valkyria tonight facing each other, and Becky comes out and causes a DQ because she doesn't want to defend the belt against either one of them, and then the GM actually comes out, like on screen with a bit of presence. Rather than just hiding at the back and making matches official via fucking Michael Cole. You could have had Nick Aldis come out and says, well, since we didn't get a winner, Becky, and since you don't want to, defend your belt against either woman, you'll not be defending it against either Bayley or Lyra in a one-on-one match, and then Becky's all happy, look, I'm not defending it. And he's like, instead you'll be facing it against them both in a triple threat. And then her face turns to like horror kind of. It's so fucking simple. That's how shit was done back in the day. So that's just shit's always been done in wrestling.
No, that's right. Yeah, there's simple formulas to follow, but it seems like the recipes have been fucked in the bin or up a nostril. Anyway, Liv Morgan's injured. Thoughts?
Right, the match lasted about 30 fucking seconds. A takedown for Kairi Sane. Speaking of Kairi Sane, by the way, is she much worse than the other? How come she's considered like a jobber, but Io Sky and Asuka are considered like all-time greats? What's the difference?
I don't know what the difference is, but what does this do? I don't really know. Honestly, how long does it take you to get back for a dislocated shoulder?
Not long. So Liv goes to the outside. They're like, oh, she could be injured. We'll find out more. Next, they cut to commercial and that's it. The match is over. They come back. Michael Cole says,
unfortunately, she was away filming a months ago, and now she's out again. Right, unfortunate filming a movie. What the unfortunate thing is returning to this shit.
Yeah, no, Michael Cole's making it seem like a bad... Oh, she had to take time out of wrestling to go and film a movie. Oh, she actually got a fucking chance to actually, star in a fucking movie and maybe help get an acting career and got probably paid for it very well. Oh, the inhumanity, Jesus. I mean, Io Sky's not done anything in 6 weeks. For all we know, she could have been gone filming a movie. Like, why are they making it like, oh, six weeks of a career in wrestling now is nothing? People don't even show up for 6 weeks.
Yeah. Where's Roman Reigns? Is he filming fucking movies?
No, but Cole made it sound like missing 6 weeks of a WWE career now is it's crucial. Maybe back in the day when you were there every single week making a difference, actually doing
shit
stuff.
Happened in a week.
Yeah, so 6 weeks.
A week then's a year now.
See in wrestling. See when it was good. See if you missed. See as a viewer. See if you didn't watch for 6 weeks. You could tune back in, and it's like honestly like it's completely different. All the feuds have changed. You could have like a lot of the champions could have changed. Could be going in a totally different direction. You're like, what? You missed 6 weeks now, and it's the same fucking shit.
See, back in the day, man, how many times did you watch it, and it would be like, with each match or each segment, there'd be like a recap of what happened like last week or 2 weeks ago. Or when you watch the pay-per-view, like each match, each like segment would have had a story and actual moments that happened individually. You're right, see now, man. This episode just feels the exact same shit to what you get 6 weeks ago. What you'll get in 6 weeks.
So I Liv didn't continue the match, therefore it was a no contest. I mean, you know what? I think she could have continued the match, but wrestling's shite, so why bother? No, it used to be a time where I'd have no respect for these people, like Sin Cara throwing up the X because he broke his wee finger. But I mean, come on, see Sin Cara, he could have taped that finger to one of his working fingers and continued the match. Would have been sore? Absolutely. Not
We've all broke toes and fingers, like it's not that fucking difficult.
And you know, Liv could have continued, but then again, you know, it's probably a safety thing, isn't it? It's probably like you're not allowed to continue.
Aye.
I wouldn't be surprised if they say if there's anything wrong, you have to. It's like, how lame's that? It's just too commercialized, isn't it? And
no, but it's ridiculous.
It's
I don't understand it. Like the new Kevin Owens' neck was fucked, and they'll do all these mad moves to him.
Yeah, but look,
but then, like she has a dislocated shoulder, and it's like fucking Endgame.
You know, we can talk about money and followers on Instagram and all that shit, but that's because you're under the WWE umbrella. See, when it comes to making history and being legendary and not being forgotten about, like a lot of these people they will not be remembered at all. Like Sabu, right? Did he have the fame of pretty much majority of the people who are currently on the WWE roster? No. Did he make the money they made? No. But his legacy is we're going to be talking about Sabu in 20, 25 years, 30 years. I see that guy that stitched himself with fucking super glue and you know, did all this crazy shit and continued all these matches. And, you know, people are going to be talking about Sabu.
Yep.
Because he left a lasting legacy. You know, he did this.
The moonsault with a chair.
You know, he did this insane shit. All these injuries that he had, and he still continued matches. I mean, then you've got Liv Morgan giving up because of a dislocated fucking shoulder.
Yep.
Back in the day, they would have made that work.
They would have.
See if Taker dislocated his shoulder, he'd have finished the match with one arm.
I just wonder how much of a problem it's going to be with the stories that they're not. But then it's funny because you got Raquel Rodriguez selling this fake injury backstage, and then Liv Morgan's gone. Right, Sami Zayn.
I mean, I guess Roxanne could take her place, but
maybe you're right. Sami Zayn carrying Cross backstage. I was ready to batter the fuck out the new Clubhouse TV.
Yeah, Sami Zayn is like, you know, after this is all said and done, after my focus is off the King of the Ring, I'm going to Adam Pearce and I'm getting a match for you. And Cross is like, it's been so, we've waited too long in this. It's about time, Seth. You're damn right, it's about time. How long has carrying Cross? I mean, you talk about Roxanne Perez's stalker. Sami Zayn's got the biggest stalker of them all. How long has this carrying Cross guy been pestering Sami Zayn backstage? And for fuck all to advance, by the way.
It's pathetic, man. Like I actually.
Oh, long-term booking? No, long boring ass booking.
No, but look at look at the end of like 2001 into like May of 2002. You know, the invasion ends. Undisputed title tournament at bloody Armageddon, right? The return of Triple H, MSG, the Royal Rumble, the debut at the NWO, you know, like Rock Hogan Mania, right? Austin like walking out. The Ruthless Aggression era begins. The limbo period between the Attitude Era and Ruthless Aggression is in there. Ric Flair. All this shit. And what the fuck do you get now?
You get nothing. You get absolutely nothing, but, you know, also, we forgot to talk about it, the New Day came out and cut a promo during the break. So they come out, they're cutting a nothing burger of a promo. Xavier Woods, I think, is getting towards the end of his punchline or whatever, but he didn't finish his promo quick enough. So as soon as it counts down for 1 second till we're back for the commercial, they just completely cut Xavier Woods off, and they show you like an outside, like a drone shot of the fucking arena, and they're going faint, and what? This is the tag team champs. Oh, McMahon never cared about tag team wrestling, but Triple H, he's bringing the tag team division's cooking with the New Day. I mean, it's not like this week. They get the same spot every week.
Yeah. They
get a promo during the break period that nobody gets to see, and they cut him off. We don't even know. Like, imagine very unlikely, right? But Xavier Woods could have just been about to say the best thing that's ever been said in wrestling, and we'll never know because you don't see that. There's no recording. Nobody knows. Nobody in this world, no, apart from maybe the people that were there,
Yeah.
the live audience. See, people watch. You do not know what Xavier Woods is going to say at the end, and there's no way to find out.
See when
No, you can't find it. It's gone.
No, it's gone.
They just cut it off.
So Karrion Kross is like 6-month feud with Sami Zayn.
It's not there. See, you want to rewatch it? Well, you're fucking.
Start it tonight. See when The Rock comes back, right? Is Michael Cole going to say, unfortunately, guys, The Rock's been away filming movies for the past 23 years. That's the last time we had him full time. It's just.
Is The Rock ever going to? Is the Rock ever going to look at the card? He's like, right, let me see the match card for the night. He looks segment 7 on the show. 3-minute ad break. The Rock promo. Is that ever going to happen to The Rock?
No. Yo.
Is The Rock's big moment ever going to be during a break?
See when The Rock, right, left WWE in like 2002, 3 and dipped his toes into Hollywood. At least back then WWE was massive.
Good.
It was. See, going to Hollywood, I'm not going to sit here and say it was like a backward step or a sideways step, but it wasn't a fucking leap for mankind like the fucking moon landing.
My advice to
it is now.
My advice to anybody in wrestling: see if Hollywood comes knocking, fucking go.
No, they asked Finn Balor, "Are you interested in going to Hollywood?" And he went, "No." Well, they're not interested in you, Finn. The line most certainly starts in fucking front of you. You fucking job.
You're not in the line, stupid dick. Get to the back of the line. Anyway.
Right, main event time.
Right, Jey Uso's back. He's back.
The end.
So he starts in the corridor, so we're getting ready for Jey Uso. And see the people that were surrounding Jey Uso? It sums up the people that are interested in him. He's surrounded by kids, and let's be honest, the mentally unwell. The people that are not mentally functioning correctly.
Yes.
Now, whatever the political term is for that, I don't know if it's retard or not, but that's the word that we prefer to use here on Fog Wrestling. But I mean, holy shit, like, I reckon. What was the IQ of the group surrounding Jey Uso?
Fuck.
There's probably you can
collective.
See if you add up the collective.
The average.
See if you add up the collective IQ of the people surrounding Jey Uso. There's probably been more Bloodline members.
Yeah. No, but the problem is here, right? See the kids and the people that aren't right in the head. I'm not bashing them here.
No, I am because, well,
no. The problem is that the product's catered towards.
Yeah, but they're the evidence that you shouldn't be supporting Jey Uso. See if you're a grown man in the audience and you're not an absolute window licker, you should be looking at the kind of people that are supporting and cheering for Jey, and you're like, oh, fuck, I don't want to be associated with him. No, that's true. Like, Eugene was a retard, right? And we all got it. But see, Eugene has went from being a character in the ring to literally the entire audience watching at these shows. They're all Eugenes. They're all. Like,
so he's had more influence than like Austin.
Eugene's fucking made it. He's the biggest star in wrestling because he's influenced an entire bunch of retards, an entire generation of turds. You look at the fans. It's all like Eugene and Festus, isn't it? The only thing is, when the bell rings, they don't get smarter. They get more retarded. 5-star. This is awesome. This is awesome. You know what I mean? What the fuck? It's not awesome. It's shite. And then you had some big fat fucking retard all night behind Cole and Corey Graves with his wee fake. No, this is retarded, right? There's this big fucking fat guy, and he's wearing like a pendant, something like John Cena would have wear, but John Cena was fucking cool and he was the man. But he's wearing this pendant and he's like showing it off as if he's like 50 Cent with like a $500,000 or Mayweather or something with like a $500,000 like pure carat gold chain. He's got some fucking $20 shitey plastic pendant off WWEshop.com and he's showing it and he's like flexing and all this shit, and it's like, you fucking turd. See if I was caught dead in a wrestling, you'd be hiding behind the barricade. You wouldn't want anybody to see. Oh, what? My friends, if he's got any, my family, my co-workers, they're going to see that I was at a wrestling show. Don't want that. And you would duck your head underneath the barricade so the camera can't catch you. That's what you would do. That's what any, normal functioning person that knows reality would be doing. But this guy is fucking showing off some $20 plastic pendant chain. What? Ugh.
you want to stop watching?
Aye, I do. I mean, come on, this is embarrassing.
Aye.
Come on.
But the problem is
Am I telling lies?
No.
Look at when JSO's coming out, right, and just look at the people that are eating. Do they look like?
Look at Sandman's entrance. One night stand, and then look at Jey Uso's. Case closed.
You got fucking guys that see the Sandman drinking beer and they're like, give me a beer, and you got Sandman fucking pouring beer over some fucking lady's tits and drinking it after them. It's like, that's a real man right there. That's cool as fuck.
I think his birthday was the day.
Shout out
62.
Shout out to the Sandman.
Everybody's done.
Legend. No, but the Sandman. Oh, come on. And then Michael Cole. Oh, Corey Graves. Careful, Cole. You don't want to get an injury like Morgan. I'm not gonna get injured, Graves. I'm just waving my hands in the air like I don't care. Fucking
wave your hands in the air like you don't care. I don't care about this shit.
Can we just replace Michael Cole with JR's cowboy hat and it doesn't say anything for 3 hours? I think that'd be better.
Aye.
I would have Corey Graves call the show.
Maybe they pulled out his arse a couple of weeks ago.
And just have. I said it. We need to make a separate video. Joey Styles has to come back. He's 53. What?
It's fucking bigger fish to fry.
No, there's not. The commentary team's awful.
Stone Cold.
He ain't coming back.
No, listen. Joey is.
Why wouldn't he?
Because look at the fucking state here. He'd be commentating behind the barricade. That's why he doesn't want to associate.
Well, no, what to do then? Just do what they did during a couple of those tape shows. Remember the one where JR or King almost died and JR took the stroke? Just have no, hold on. Just have Cole and Pat McAfee. They can sit out there. But you get Corey Graves and Joey Styles backstage. They're the ones calling the action.
Just bring Benoit back, man.
He ain't gonna call much, is he? No, remember those shows where I think there was one where Jim Ross had the Bell's palsy, and then the one where King died or almost died. No, but they've had a couple of shows where the commentary team are out there, but they're not actually saying anything.
No.
And JR spoke on his podcast. He says that there was a show where it was on AEW, him and Shivani were doing post commentary for an AEW show, but they were sitting at ringside not saying anything, and you see them out there. But they were there, but they weren't commentating because they knew they were doing the... So they had to sit and watch the show, but they didn't commentate because they knew they were going to do the commentary post.
That's crazy.
But, like, why can't we get some... How many had to sit and watch it twice?
Double.
Holy fuck. Those guys should have got double pay for that. No, but why can't we get something like that? Why can't we just get Cole and Pat McAfee acting like goofs or whatever and sitting there, but you have decent people backstage doing the commentary?
I know. Right, let's fucking talk about the main event, man. Jey Uso wins, right? They just fired everybody out here.
Bring back
LA Knight, Rollins, Cody Rhodes, Bronson
Hold
Reed.
on, can we not get Funaki on commentary?
Aye, maybe, man. Bronson Reed was in
not
the match.
SmackDown number one. Announcer.
Jey Uso wins, sets up him Rhodes. No, do you not miss, though, back in the eras that were good? See when they sent everybody out? It felt big.
Yeah, but back in the day, like, if you were getting real stars... Who gives a fuck about these jobbers, let's be honest.
Cody Rhodes goes face to face with Rock. Oh, but he whispered something in his earlobe a couple of weeks ago. Ah, that's brilliant.
You know what I'm going to whisper, guys? This show's shite.
What are you getting it?
What am I getting it? That's the big $1 million question.
Last week was got a free.
Well, I'm getting this.
Put your hands in the air like you don't care.
Look at the state of this, the world title, the Fatal 4-Way, mate. Just a bunch of jobbers. 1 out of 10 for me. Shite.
Aye, 1 out of 10. I'll agree with that. Anyway, shout out to the new channel members.
Aye, we'll be in the chat. Going to dish some out. You probably already got it by now.
And it's random, by the way.
No crying.
I no greeting.
Unless you have to watch Raw, then you're allowed to
If you're upset you didn't get one, then click the button.
Aye.
You can do it yourself.
And
what's $4.99?
$4.99, hee-haw.
Aye.
If you're willing to pay fucking to watch Netflix, to watch this shite, then... And by the way, do you not think it's mental? As far as I'm aware, Netflix prices haven't went up. Right? At all, as far as I'm aware.
Some guy commented, actually, that he stopped Netflix due to the ads on Raw. Maybe he gets it.
Anyway, my point was... I think he meant... You sure maybe he just didn't mean because the ads are pish that they get? Or you mean he
I
thought
think
he
it's
actually...
meant the fucking show. I don't know.
No, but like, do you not think it's amazing, right? That Netflix acquired WWE. We're not talking about one little 2-hour movie, right? Or like a little TV series, right? Netflix acquired WWE, which is weekly Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, right? And then
Its entire library.
Premium Live, its entire library, right? And
Which they're not all showing,
right?
by the way.
And Premium Live events, which used to be pay-per-views, which people would used to like pay $50, $75 for the big ones, and people would box office people around Europe would pay for this. We're talking pay-per-views where WWE would earn millions and millions over a calendar year, right? Every single year. And you think of the money that like WWE would get. I mean, look at like Fox were paying for SmackDown, right? And I get it, SmackDown's still in the USA, but we get it here in the UK. So think of all the TV deals. How mad is it that Netflix have that now, and they've not even increased the price, or they've not even got a separate package where it's like, if you want WWE content on your Netflix, it's an extra $2.99.
Yeah.
How fucking mad is it that Netflix have got all this WWE content, right? But it's not changed the price. That to me tells me that WWE is worthless.
Do you not remember though, on the Raw premiere, Triple H said they were satisfied with the number, and it was
Ah,
5.
bullshit.
Aye.
Well, let's say they were
but-
satisfied.
What are they now?
Yeah,
Depressed?
satisfied to me means, yeah, it's not great, but it's not bad.
Put it this way: if Netflix bought the NFL, right, or like the Premier League or the Champions
The
League,
price would go up.
aye, every day of the week, and that's the fucking facts of the matter, folks.
No, but what I'm surprised is, like, I'm not expecting them to put the normal price up because a shitload of people have no interest in watching wrestling and will never want to watch it.
Yeah.
And that could turn people away, 100%. I'm not. What's the basic Netflix? Is it $9.99?
Aye.
I'm not saying that the basic should now be $11.99. But why is there not an option that the basic maybe doesn't include WWE?
Because WWE's one of a kind on Netflix.
Or-
There's nothing really like it.
Or it's like WWE is like a separate subscription on Netflix where the regular Netflix subscription price is $9.99, but if you want the WWE mixed in, it's like $12.99. Similar to, I don't know, guys that are living in America, you get your cable packages, but let's just say for the UK viewers, and we'll go with Sky, right? Or Virgin Media, whatever. Like if you get the Virgin Media box, your Sky box, and you get cable in, you're getting your basic cable channels, and then sometimes you get your phone line with that, and you get your internet bill. But then they also allow you to add packages. So, for example, there'll be like a sports package where you'll pay extra money for the sports packages, and then you've got your movie packages, you'll pay extra money. I just think it's mental that there's nothing like that with Netflix. So it just goes to show Netflix have paid WWE, and like they do not feel like they have any sort of leverage to even charge an extra dollar. Now some people will go, oh, but they're not worried about that because they're gonna get new subscribers just because they've got WWE alone. Really, I think most people, I'd say most people would have Netflix anyway.
Maybe with the amount of ring sponsors and the amount of times they show Netflix people in the crowd, maybe they think they're getting a good deal. I don't know.
No, but do you not think it's mental that Netflix mustn't value WWE enough to believe that they can make any extra money by including all that WWE content into an extra package?
The only thing I would say is though is
Well, hold on.
you're pricing people. You're going to kill your viewership even more by doing that, though, aren't you? It's like
but
say you had to pay an extra $5 or £5 to get WWE. How many less people are tuning in?
But WWE used to be on Sky Sports. WWE on Fox.
Yes, but how many people bought Sky Sports specifically for WWE?
I would have back in the day. 100%.
Back in the day. No, but you had it for other things.
No, but back in the day, wrestling was that good. I would have paid, and I would have paid £20 a month just to watch Raw and SmackDown.
But but that's the thing. Back in the day in the UK, America, it's always been on the USA Network or a network like that. It's never been like a sports. It's it's not profitable. Put it that way. Essentially, what Netflix has done has bought the entire WWE library for a decade. And they're not going to. It appears they're not going to make a fucking penny out of it. Really.
No, but WWE felt they could get away with charging $9.99 a month.
Yeah.
For the network, and they did.
Aye.
Or Peacock.
I don't know.
But WWE felt like their content alone, their library alone.
But I guess
Yes or no? They did. They thought it was worth
yes, but
$9.99.
nothing else on Netflix has got a deal where you pay extra for it. Like Logan Paul, no, Jake Paul against Mike Tyson was on Netflix.
I'd argue that they probably should have paid money for that.
Um,
Yeah, but they're one. Oh, another thing, they're one-off offense. I've already addressed this. Like movies are like one-off offense. WWE's weekly programming, big premium live events. I just think it's mental that
yeah, it's
Netflix
like
don't.
Amazon show like how many Premier League games is there a season? There's a lot. Amazon probably show about less than 10 Premier League games a season. But if they showed like the 215 that Sky Sports is promising this season, you're not paying $9.99 for Amazon a month. Absolutely not. Anyway, we went off in a wee bloody rant there. Rob was shite.
No, what I think it is.
One out of
I
10.
just think people won't pay for it.
No, yes, yeah.
See if WWE was good, right? They would still be charging for pay-per-views. I don't give a shit what you want.
Well, what do you think the rate would be if you had to pay extra for this? I think would be $500,000.
No,
if
but
that.
No, but yes or no? The WWE buy rates were getting terrible, and that's the reason they went with the network, because they went, oh, I don't want it. At least if we do a network, we can guarantee $9.99 a month. Whereas with the pay-per-view buy rates, that money's not guaranteed, and maybe our product's not compelling enough to get people to actually pay for this. That's the reason it changed. If wrestling was good, they would not be giving this shit away for free. If wrestling was good and they felt like, oh, you know what, people will pay $100 to watch Mania, then that's what would happen. They'd be charging you $100.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
The fact that it's pretty much free tells you that it's shite.
Yeah. Right, folks, that's us done. Till next time.
Like you said, NFL's they've got an NFL pass. You pay a shitload of money.
Yeah.
I don't see how NFL say, all right, you know what, we'll give up streaming of all our games and put it on Netflix, and I highly doubt Netflix would be showing all that for nothing. There would be an extra charge in there because people would pay to watch that.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody would pay to watch WWE.
No. Done.
I mean, we feel disgusted when we pay £20 to watch an AEW pay-per-view, but we kind of only do it just.
You pay it, I don't.
I know, but we can only do it to refute for the. No, let's put it this way. See if we close this channel down. I'm never buying an AEW pay-per-view again.
No, watching wrestling again.
Unless McMahon buys it, and he's going to appear at All In, and they'll be like, "Oh fuck, I've got to."
That's different.
But like, that's what it. Here, see if we didn't have this channel, we wouldn't even be watching it for free.
Oh no.
You need to pay us to watch it, and even then, it would need to be decent. Because I ain't sitting up to 4 a.m. for £10.
It's crap, man.
So with that said, guys, pay us, super chats. We give you some memberships. Give back. You know what I mean? McMahon used to give you good shit, and you pay him on pay-per-view. So we give you good shit. Pay us back, buddy.
We'll bring Chris Benoit back for the dead. We'll build a time machine.
Maybe that's a good. Why don't we? Who wants to see
the Fog Pod time machine?
A Fog Wrestling
time
roster tier list made up of people that are sadly no longer with us.
What are we ranking them on?
No, we're just creating a roster.
All right. Oh, well, okay. Oh, that'd be no bad.
We'll have like maybe 5 main eventers, 5.
What's Benoit?
He's not with us anymore, is he?
Nah, no. What would he be? Would he be a main eventer?
Well, we can discuss this.
The sheriff or something?
I think we'll do this, right, guys? I don't know when. Maybe this should be a membership only thing. That's a pretty cool fed, I think.
Aye.
That's a pretty cool idea. So what we'll do is, I'm not going to give everything away, but it's coming soon to the channel. There will be, we'll create our own roster made up of people that have unfortunately passed away. We won't rip the piss at it. I think obviously we won't rip the piss at it. It's not going to make fun of dead people, but I mean, like, we won't create.
I see dead people.
We're not going to have like 100 people roster. I think we'll do maybe like 5 main eventers, 5 mid carders, like 5 enhancement jobbers, 5 women, and 5 tag teams. That's it. Wait, do both tag team members have to be dead?
Aye.
Kind of.
Or who?
Well, that's a bit hard then, isn't it?
Name me a tag team only one of them's dead.
Legion of Doom.
They're both dead.
Fuck, is Animal dead?
Fucking you,
Outsiders.
Aye, well, we're the indoors.
Heart Foundation. Fuck, the whole Heart Foundation would.
They're all like
We
that.
just need Brett to go and then we can. Bring them in.
But it was a singles guy. He didn't want to be associated. But
Four Horsemen. Many names gone.
Most of them are still, well, the only two that are relevant in our life.
Shit, what were our
Right,
commentary
we
team
need to
be?
go. Here's 10 seconds left here. 1 out of 10. All those dead guys will be back soon. Alright, guys?
Right.
That's it.